I will share some awesome middle grade books that I have read this year that have given me life. And they may be things that I've shared previously, but I think that they're always awesome, and hopefully we'll find new readers. I was thinking about what was I listening to last March, or what was I reading last March, like a year ago, and I know because I was listening and reading Stand Up Yumi Chung by Jessica Kim. Like I was listening to this like in March 2020, and um, and it was just the book I needed at that time. I was listening to the audiobook of it, which I highly recommend. This is a debut. So this book launched then, and it's about Yumi Chung, who really wants to be a stand-up comedian. And she's always like writing down little jokes and like commentaries, and like has so much fuel from her family to come up with ideas. But they are like, I don't understand what this stand-up comedian thing is. Why do you want to do this? You should be studying. And she basically, through a series of like mishaps, ends up impersonating another kid and joining this like improv class while she's supposed to be going to like test prep class. And so she's basically living a double life where she's learning how to do comedy, pretending to be somebody else, making new friends, while sort of hiding the truth from her family. Is obviously really funny and really smart, and also just full of heart, and especially the ways that she connects with her family and the way that the community comes together to help her family in the end. So highly recommend, and especially like this is a debut, which is amazing, like coming out strong. Um, Another wonderful book that I read this year is A Wish in the Dark by Christina Soontornvat. It has done well for itself a little bit. um, I was thinking about like your book talk about a dystopia, and this book definitely potentially would be a good read alike to it. It is sort of a retelling of Les Miserables, but you don't have to know anything about that at all in order to enjoy this. Um, this is about Pong, who was born in Namwan prison and like grew up in this prison based on stuff that like they had no control over. And Pong, he ends up escaping the prison, and the daughter of the like warden is searching for him to sort of like restore her father's good reputation and bring him in. But like also like in the process starts questioning like, why is this child in prison, what is the system that they're in. There's this whole world where there's this person who is in control and has the power of the light and only gives the light to certain people in this city, and sort of like obviously light as a metaphor for privilege and power and access. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful, it's really powerful, but it also shows how like people can stand up for justice. So highly recommend A Wish in the Dark. And speaking of Christina Soontornvat, I have the audiobook of All 13, The Incredible Cave Rescue of the Thai Boys Soccer Team. This is nonfiction. Our print copy is out, but it's really cool to listen to the audiobook of it. Um, this is narrated by Quincy Sura Smith, and it's the true story of the Thai boys soccer team who were trapped in a cave, and all the things that led to their rescue. And like the thing is that they were all rescued, and it's an incredible story of persistence and resilience and strength and communities coming together, and it's rooted in knowledge of culture. And Christina was there when this was going on. She went to Thailand, and she has family there, and connections. And really, there's such a sense of cultural intuition and respect and knowledge that she brings to this. Like this is, if you're going to read a book about that story, read this book. Because you just get so much from it and understand so much more, and also just feel amazing rescue that took place. Another amazing audiobook I want to recommend is Three Keys by Kelly Yang. This is narrated by Sunny Liu. This is the sequel to Front Desk, and which we of course love. um, and this is sort of what has been happening to Mia after the events of Front Desk, everybody coming together to buy sort of portions of the Cala Vista Motel. And This is based on real events, that there was a new immigration law that would basically target undocumented folks. And so there's all these things going on around Mia where where there's lots of stressors, but also lots of opportunities to stand up for what's right. Um, and she's just such like she's one of the most amazing characters like in children's literature, but also like obviously very rooted in Kelly's knowledge and experience. And there's also going to be a third book that's very exciting that's coming out next year, I believe. So we will get more. Um, and then finally, nonfiction I want to share. This is an amazing anthology. It's called The Talk. It's edited by Wade Hudson and Cheryl Willis Hudson. It's conversations about race, love, and truth. This is a who's who of children's literature, basically oftentimes writing like letters or messages to their own kids and engaging in conversations around race and identity, having the talk. People like Derek Barnes and Gordon C. James, Tracy Sorrell, Min Lay. Um, this is a really, really powerful book to facilitate really important conversations with young people, with ourselves. And it's a really great resource to share with our community. So highly recommend the talk.